All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Day 2 in Saigon, and today I want to take you somewhere a little bit different from my usual spots. We are in Thao Dien D2. Now before I came to Vietnam, a lot of people were saying to me, don't stay in Thao Dien, don't stay in D2. It's full of Western food, there's nothing authentic there. But the more I've stayed here, the more little hidden gems that I've found. So today I want to take you to an awesome looking spot that I've not tried yet for two of my absolute favorite dishes, and hopefully together we can dispel the myth that there's no authentic food in Thao Dien. All right, here we are, first stop, and you can literally smell this smoke from about 50 yards down the road. Hello. Xin chào.
Xin chào.
Bún thịt nướng.
Bún thịt nướng.
Bún thịt nướng.
Ok.
Bánh mì.
Bánh mì.
Mọt mọt. Okay. That's the extent of my Vietnamese, guys.
Okay.
All right, so Uncle has well and truly put me at ease. I'm always a little bit apprehensive when I walk up with my terrible Vietnamese. I'm always worried they're not going to know what I want, but the point and shoot method seems to have worked today. Really, really friendly couple. Well, I love this. He's got his little marinated pork on the top. Just takes it off onto the grill. Xin chào. Super friendly. One baguette?
Yeah. One noodle.
Yes, please. Oh, look, she speaks English. Very good. She speaks English, and I'm trying to speak Vietnamese, and I don't speak Vietnamese. So we've got some of that, what they call butter. Oh, yes. Grilled pork. Baguette.
No chili.
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 Yeah. All right, so it looks like I've got the grilled pork baguette instead of the crispy pork. So in goes the bún. Bún.
Bún. Nướng.
Okay.
You here?
All right.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. All right. He's made me my own little makeshift table. Come on. Get in there. Look at this. This, my friends, is why I love Saigon. All right, let's take a little look at this, guys. All right, so we've got that nok jam, that dipping sauce, as I said, sugar, chili, fish sauce. Lime juice? A bit of water. And garlic. Got those lovely herbs at the bottom. We've got those fresh rice noodles, pickled daikon and carrot, as expected. We've got a bit of Thai basil in there. And that lovely grilled, shiny, caramelized meat. All right, so we're just gonna pour on our dipping sauce. I might as well just put it all on, mightn't I? Break up the meat. So obviously I want a little bit of meat in each bite. And then just mix. Make sure everything's well mixed up. So you've got all the herbs going through. A little bit of meat in each mouthful. And let's go. That meat, so good. It's sweet, salty, smoky from being cooked over those coals. As I said, you've got that beautiful caramelization on the meat. Big, heavy hit of lemongrass. That is just everything you want from Vietnamese food. He's also bought me a nice iced tea over. I mean, come on guys, where else in the world could you do this? Tables are full, so he's just got me a bigger stool than the really small stalls, which is still a small stall. Makeshift table, everyone's watching me, bikes going past, flames over here, people selling coffee over there, people going about their daily business. This for me is what Vietnamese street food is all about. I mean, this for me is without a doubt top 5 Vietnamese dishes. I absolutely love this. I much prefer this to bún char, where the dressing's not too overpowering. Peanuts and scallion oil on any salad in Vietnam. It has to be. All right, you've got to love this. You get a takeaway, you even get a toothpick. Look at that. For those pesky bits of pork that get stuck in your teeth. Right, let's unwrap this bad boy. Like, I know some of you will say this is just bread. Why are you getting excited? It's just a white crusty roll. But just look how crispy, light and fluffy that is. All right guys, now before I go any further, I want to say a big thank you to Nuong, celebrity chef, Vietnamese from Australia. I got this off of his Instagram actually. So I used to watch him, God, probably 12 years ago when I lived in Australia on the TV. I used to watch him all the time. Obviously when I left Australia, I didn't really see him again. And then all of a sudden he popped up on my IG feed. So I started following him, got loads and loads of recommendations. And this was one. I was like, I have to go there. I have to hit this one. And I've got to say, Luke, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but if you are, top spot. Sorry to my Vietnamese viewers. I know this drives you insane when I rip the baguette like that, but I just can't help myself. So we've got the same pork from the Thịt Nướng. Now I did come down here to get crispy pork in a baguette, but I didn't know how to say crispy pork, so she just gave me this. But actually, Thịt Nướng in a Banh Mi is actually probably one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm sorry, Vietnamese Banh Mi, best sandwich in the world. And I've got to say, I'm no expert in Vietnamese food, but everyone talks about Hoi An baguettes because of Anthony Bourdain, I guess. But the Saigon ones, where they're just smaller, fatter, lighter and crispier, it's just the perfect vehicle for these rich flavors. And you can eat like 3 or 4 of these. So you can have loads of fillings, but you don't really get too full up from the bread. Winner. Plenty of chili, plenty of herbs. It's sort of given the pork a different flavour because she's put the soy sauce over the top. So if anything, it's improved the pork and you've got it in a crispy, crunchy baguette with loads of chilies, that lovely homemade Vietnamese butter mayonnaise, and a load of chili. I mean, what's not to like? Wow. Okay, thank you. Guys, that was 40,000 baht for both. So that's like £1.50, is it? $1.80? Absolute madness. Bye-bye. So the more I come here, the more I'm starting to love Thao Dien. There is a lot of, at first glance, like it does seem very, very westernized. There's loads of condo blocks. It's where all the international schools are. There's a lot of Westerners here, affluent Vietnamese. It's not the kind of place that I usually stay, but it's really, really green, really leafy. The roads are just calm and quiet compared to D1, because I was in D1 yesterday, which I wouldn't usually go to, but I went down there to film as soon as I got off the plane, and it's just absolute chaos down there, and I do like it, but to actually stay there and wake up to it every day when it's just the horns going off non-stop, you feel like you could get hit by a bike at any moment, especially because I'm used to looking the wrong way because we drive on the other side of the road. It's just, as I keep saying, an assault on the senses in D1. Here, if you get past the sort of all the Western restaurants and Western shops, and you just dig a little deeper, there are still, as I've just showed you, some really, really good, authentic food here. So that stop has just managed to restore my faith in Saigon, because it got a little hairy yesterday. I've got a mad little story. I got woken up at like 5 a.m. and kicked out of my condo for literally no reason, because they said I was in the wrong apartment. So I had like 9 Vietnamese security guards with torches and phones filming me, woke me up, escorted me out the building, and then an hour later just let me back into the room. It was the maddest experience ever. But that, on top of just walking around D1 until I could check in yesterday, my brain was absolutely fried. But it is amazing what a nice auntie and uncle with some good food can do for your mood. So I'm back, energized and ready to hit the streets of Saigon. So I've got some unbelievable stops over the next couple of days, guys. Tonight I'm going to meet back of the bike tours. They're going to take me around for some north versus southern pho, so that should be fun. Keep an eye out for that. I've got plenty more coming. I guess that horn is my cue to leave it there. So we'll see you in the next one.